What's up, everybody, and welcome back to the Realest Prison channel on YouTube. That's right. And I'm going to be giving y'all some real stuff tonight. I made a video not too long ago, and it was getting a lot of views. I know I told y'all about how it was removed or whatnot. And it was getting a ton of views, man. It had like 300,000 views in just like 2 months. So it was doing good. So I got to remake it, and I'm going to try to make this one a little more informational, okay? I'm gonna get a little more into depth about some things, and also try to keep it a little more PG. So yeah, we're gonna be talking about the truth about what I've seen go down in prison showers, okay? That's right. So first things first, man, let me just tell you this, okay? This is the most important thing about anyone who's going into juvie, prison, jail, it doesn't matter, okay? Or anywhere for that matter. It could be a campground, okay? And they don't have no showers but a public shower, okay? This is rule number 1 in any of those cases, okay? No matter where you're at, the West, East Coast, I don't care where you're at. The Philippines, wear your shower shoes, okay? Because bathrooms are disgusting. Is where everybody rinses all their filth off, okay? And not only that, okay, that's going to bring me into my first topic of prison showers, alright? But number 1 thing, make sure you wear them shower shoes. And they are usually, when you go to jail or prison, they're going to give you slippers. You might think they're just relaxing slippers, okay, because they feel pretty relaxing. But they are your shower shoes as well. So make sure you wear them when you step foot in there, okay? Now, one of the first things I want to talk about that really does happen in the prison showers is late night, you know, people like to go in there and satisfy their sexual needs, okay? And, you know, people usually have different ways of showing people not to come into the shower at that certain time. And it's usually in dormitory style prisons. Now, just remember, there's 2 types of prisons, okay? There's lockdown, where you get locked in a cell at night. And there's dormitile, where people are just all bunked next to each other in a big warehouse-like hangar building. Or it could just be a regular building, it doesn't matter. But they're all together at once, and they all shower in the same shower. Now this is mainly for the dormitory-style showers, okay? There's so many people in there. There's like 200 people in there. And, you know, men have to satisfy their sexual needs somehow, okay? They don't have to, but it gets rough if you don't relieve some stress every now and then, okay? And, you know, there is stuff in prison like pornographic pictures, you know, black and whites and prints, different dirty magazines. And one of the key things about the shower, okay, like most showers in jail or prison, they have a metal siding, okay? Most of them have metal or some kind of concrete or tile. Not really tile so much. In older jails, maybe see some tile, but usually concrete. But they don't like to use concrete because it erodes over time and they have to repair it. So they use these like metal walls, okay? And sometimes floors. And it's easier to scrub and maintain and make sure that it doesn't erode over time. So these metal shower walls are they're very useful in certain occasions, okay? Especially when you're got pornographic pictures, or you just want to put a picture of your wife up on the wall. And that's how most people do the shower thing, okay? When it comes to fulfilling their sexual desires, they will get a sandwich wrap bag, and they will wrap the picture of the pornographic picture or their wife or whatever it is. They'll wrap it up, pull it tight, and then it's pretty much just saran wrap, and they wrap up the picture, and they can, when the showers steam up, okay, when they steam up and the walls get a little damp, a little moist. A lot of girls don't like that word. I don't understand it. I think it's a pretty cool word, moisty, moist. Anyways, they will put this picture, slap it onto the metal siding of the shower, and it sticks there. That's how it is, you know. One guy, I remember, he left the shower to go get on the phone, and he didn't tell anyone that he was in there prior, and he had all his pictures up. I'm talking about at least 15 pictures up on the wall, man, just chilling there. And I was like, man, this guy is a stone cold freak, man. He's got so many pictures. And usually one guy goes in there and brings 1 or 2 pictures, okay? This guy had like 15. He had a whole setup. And he didn't care. He didn't have no shame in his game. I joked him about it when he left. He said, hey, bro, you know, it is what it is. It's what I do. You know, and, you know, it's better than doing other things, okay? And also, before I get into further video details, I just want to let everyone know, you know, I do not have any problems with anyone being homosexual, man. I've met some of the nicest guys in the world. As a matter of fact, I can't quote this, but I think the funny voice guy from McDonald's is homosexual. I haven't even talked to him or even asked him. Oh, I did find something out about this guy, though. He is a YouTuber. I asked the McDonald's guy, I said, where's the funny voice guy? And he told me his name. He said he's trying to become an actor, and he is a YouTuber. I'm going to get a hold of him very soon. Don't ever forget about funny voice McDonald guy, alright? But anyway, you know, he just talks very sensitive, like a female sometimes. And I don't know if he is or not. I could be judging wrong. But I've met so many people that support that rainbow flag, okay, to be the nicest and most kind-hearted people ever, man. And not only that, okay, I have family that is homosexual, as a matter of fact, okay. I have one cousin that I know of that has literally, you know, came out the closet and whatnot. But, you know, I love him, man. He's my uncle's son. My uncle passed away. Rest in peace, Ozzy. You know, it is what it is, man. I love him as well. He is my blood. Now, I can't hate something like that, man. And until you have someone that is in your family, if you are that kind of person, you know, it's completely fine to completely just not believe in that kind of activity, okay? Because I don't believe in it, okay? I am a Christian at heart. I'm not a perfect Christian by all means. Sin is sin, regardless of what it is. There's a verse in the Bible that says, you know, all sin is the same, okay? There's no really, and I never really agreed about this, okay? But now that I've furthered on in life, I can understand the concept behind it. But they say there is no levels in sin. All sin is sin. I guess this goes the same way. All money is good money. See what I mean? Break that down. Anyways, but I don't personally believe in any of that type of stuff. But who am I to stop someone else from doing it, okay? Sin is sin, my friend. And I am far from perfect. I still sin every single day. I still do evil things every single day, okay? It is how we are born. That is our nature. Nobody is perfect. We do wrong things all the time. But that does not make you a horrible person. Like I said, I have met so many homosexual men that were actually the most kind-hearted people I've ever seen. And you know, another thing about the East Coast separates from the West Coast, you know, the West Coast said, a lot of people say, you know, they got their own homosexual block. Well, guess what? On the East Coast, you'll see these guys being extorted. You'll see guys getting these homosexuals to cook them dinners every night. Yeah, prepare their plates, you know, in a higher level prisons. This doesn't really happen too much in a level 1, okay? But it happens in the higher level prisons where dudes is doing life, and they got real prison yard marriages out there. They're marrying their men in prison. This man, I've seen guys, I'm talking about, they'll do everything for him. They'll cook his dinner, everything that a woman would do on the street for this guy. And you know, the guy don't even care. Everyone knows it. He doesn't care. He is perfectly happy with this. It's his life. He's realized he's got life. He ain't leaving. He's got himself a wife in prison, which is a man. Literally getting married and all kinds, not like legally married, but throwing their own marriage in the rec yard. East Coast is crazy when it comes to this stuff, okay? Like, you know, he'll come out folding his laundry and everything. So, you learn, you know, actually prison has really broken that homophobia thing from me because I was surrounded by it. I've seen so many homosexual acts in prison that it just, like I said, you know, I've seen some vicious stuff, but that stuff has probably scarred me more than anything because it happened so frugally. Is that the word? Yeah, that's right. So anyways, let's get that out the way, okay? Now, back to the prison showers. What I've seen going on in these prison showers, okay? I remember I said one time I've seen people drinking lean, all right? That is a fact, okay? I remember maybe not lean, you know, but I have seen guys, and this was in higher level prisons as well, where they get, back in the day, they don't do this no more. When I first went to prison, a lot has changed since then. A lot. Like when I went to prison, you could buy cough medicine, you could buy cigarettes, lighters, cigarette rollers, Black and Mild, Swisher Sweets. You could buy all that stuff in prison. Now they banned all that stuff, okay? But back in the day, when I was in there, so I guess, I don't know if it still happens, but they sold cough syrup. I knew a guy that would give probably 30 people in the block double the amount for the price of that cough syrup, just so that they would order it for him canteen day. So he would have like 30 bottles of cough syrup, and they would be drinking that lean. That's what we called it, the lean, okay? They would mix it in their wine or whatever it was. That's what they did, okay? And that wasn't usually always in the prison showers. But what I'm saying is, in the lower level prison where the dormitile is, there will be people, they'll have guys, they'll take their whole freaking chairs in the shower and have a whole powwow once the lights go out. In the dorms, when the lights go out, it's like Party Central, okay? Every place that I've been to that had a dorm, it was Party Central. People start brewing up their coffee, drinking their wine, crack open the decks of cards, and they get to gambling, shooting dice in the showers. You know, the dice smack the wall perfect in the showers. You know, they get a good roll. And you see a lot of dice games. You see a lot of music playing with their little speaker boxes. You'll see, what were we talking about before this? Oh, the lean. You'll see people with freaking cups of lean in there, getting twisted, man, smoking cigarettes, everything, smoking weed. I've been into some prison showers that was literally probably more jumping than some nightclubs, man. For real. Like, it was getting down in there. People were making money and all kinds of stuff. Fights. Man, I'll tell you what. That's the safest place to get in a fight, okay? The showers. Honestly, in a low-level camp where the dorms are. Because there's such open space. You know how many people I've seen get in fights in their cell? That's the worst place to fight, man. I've gotten in 2 fights in a cell. And I'm going to tell you, you'll walk out of that cell with bruises you never thought even, happened. You didn't even think you got hit. It's because in a cell, you're surrounded by these bunk beds, which is steel. You're surrounded by bars, which is steel, or a metal door, which is steel. You got a toilet that's steel, stools, tables that's steel, and all this is surrounded by a 10-foot radius, if that. I remember a cell I used to be in, I could put both hands on the wall. That's all I had during lockdown 23-1. I could put one hand on one side of the wall, one hand on the other. And that's how small it was, okay? And I had another dude in there. You literally had to shuffle like it's freaking Tetris blocks in that cell, man. Okay? That's the truth. Anyways, back to the prison showers, okay? Tattooing, okay? I used to tattoo in the low-level camps because there was never no barricade in front of our bunks. You could throw down a blanket, but the police knew as soon as they seen that blanket, they're coming on over there, man. Usually, if you were going to do it by your bunk, which is how I did it, I made sure that it was a CO or correctional officer that I kind of knew would not mess with us. You know what I mean? See, I used to tattoo in the showers all the time, man. It was safe. It was a very safe place to tattoo. The guy would keep his boxers on and whatnot. Boxers. While I was tattooing them, and then if we hear the whoop whoop, whoop whoop, that was the sound. Or police, police, that's what you heard all the time. There's different calls in different areas, you know what I mean? One time, you would hear that all the time. When I was tattooing, I'd have probably 2 to 3 lookouts. I'd throw them each 2 soups before it even starts, And they didn't need it, okay? For real, I could just tell them to look out. That was it. But I looked out for everyone. I blessed them, man. If you're going to do some work for me, I'm going to pay you. I don't want that person not watching, okay? Not watching. I always picked guys to work for me that were reliable in the penitentiary, okay? Let's say I'm not going to pick this guy that's always into everybody's cell, you know, drinking lean or whatever he's doing. He's into everything. I'm not going to pick him to be my lookout, okay? I'm going to pay someone responsible. I'm going to give him good money every time. And I'm going to make sure I look out for him any chance I can get, because that's how you keep good clientele, okay? So I had lookouts all the times. But the shower was the safest spot, because the guy, if police came in, I would hide my gun immediately or hand it off, and we would both get in the shower in our boxers and act like we're washing up. And that is literally the safest route, because most guys think that's a little too much and a little too scary, because the police come in all the time. Well, like I said, I didn't ever do a tattoo unless I knew these guys weren't making rounds like talking about, okay? Usually COs can make a round every 30 minutes. Even more, less than that, 15 minutes. But some COs that I chose to do tattoo work with, they didn't come around and make, rounds for an hour to 2 hours. They'll just sit in the booth all night long on Facebook. I've had COs pull up Facebook pages for me, and I'm watching it through the freaking bulletproof glass. I'm talking about they would pull up porn sites. I'm telling you, man, these guys, these COs, people look at them different. Trust me, listen to me, man. Okay, listen to me. They are normal people just like me and you. Some of them are really police. Some of them, they're dirtier than inmates. And that's a fact, Jack. Anyways, you ain't gonna see a lot of that though unless you go to a higher level prison. That's where all the good stuff starts going on, man, all the in-depth details about the truth in penitentiary. Level 1 prisons, you don't see too much of this crazy stuff going on. It's pretty much a jail. That's what it is. It's pretty much just jail. Every now and then you might get an old head that's done a lot of time and he's acting like he's still a level 5 when really he needs to just shut up and just stop acting gangster, you know what I mean? You're in a level 1, bruh. You ain't been doing nothing wrong lately. You good. Anyways, so yeah, the prison showers, man, and as far as dropping the soap goes, everyone knows, man, don't pick up the soap. Don't pick it up. No, but even if you do choose to pick it up, ain't nobody gonna do nothing, man. For real, ain't nobody gonna do nothing. Probably a 2% chance that someone would rape you. 2%. Okay? That stuff don't happen no more, man. It just doesn't happen like that. And to be honest, in like low-level camps and stuff like that, you ain't gonna see it because people don't need no more time added to their sentence. And that's another real thing in prison. People are going to prison, shanking people over putting in work for a certain gang or whatever, and they'll end up running their 5-year sentence to a 25-year sentence. And I personally knew an Asian guy who did that. Okay, but that's another video, another story. So yeah, dropping the soap, man, that's pretty much turning into a cloudy myth. Okay, it doesn't really happen. Now, as far as the homosexuality in the East Coast, and honestly, up north and south, there's tons of guys that shower in their boots and boxers. Yeah, I've seen guys shower in boots before because they were so scared that someone was gonna jump them in the shower. They showered in their boots. And as a matter of fact, that was a prank I did in Deep Meadows. It was a dormitory receiving, and this is where they classify everybody at. The night that I left, okay, the night that I left that prison, I pranked everyone. I took everybody's shoes, everybody's state boots. I didn't take their Timbs, but I took their state boots, and I took everyone's. I'm talking about every single bunk. Me and 2 other guys were leaving at the same time. I told them the deal, and we did it. Took all the state boots, threw them in the showers, and turned them janks on and left to another penitentiary. Hey, I know them guys were heated the next day, especially the guys that all they had was state boots. They're gonna be walking to breakfast in some soggy boots, boy. Lord forgive me though. Forgive me, fellas. If y'all were one of those guys in Deep Meadows and that happened to y'all, man, I apologize. I was young, but it was still funny. So yeah, back to the homosexuality in showers, okay? A lot of people up north especially, they'll shower in their boxers regardless of who's in there, okay? Because homosexuality is so prevalent throughout the prison, okay? It's everywhere. For the simple fact that, you know, there's so many undercovers around that they just don't want their bodies being looked at in a sexual way. And I'm telling you, man, people will look at your body, image it. They might even go back and sketch it out just to keep an image of it, okay? And they will handle their sexual desires with that photo image of you in their head. Now, when I showered, I usually showered with people that I knew. And I would get butterball naked. That's just, you know, we knew what the drill was, not to look, you know, not to look and stuff. You can look at each other, talk, shoot the bobo, whatever, man, you know. But you ain't gonna go in there looking at someone's genitals and stuff like that. You only going in there with someone that you really, you know, respect or know, and they're not on that type of stuff, okay? And you can usually sense it. I know I can. After years of being around it, I know when someone is undercover or whatnot. But most people wear their boxers in the prison system, dorm showers. That's a fact. And anybody that tells you otherwise, man, is absolutely 100% wrong. Okay? It happens. Especially in jails. People will shower with their whole freaking wardrobe on. And I've done it. Because there's no washer and dryers, okay? There's none. So you're going to wash all your clothes by hand. It saves time, killing two birds with one stone. Yeah. So keep that in mind, okay? No one's going to find it disrespectful in any way for you to take a shower with your boxers on. That is a fact. No one's going to joke you. They ain't going to joke you or none of that stuff, man. If anything, they'll just wonder why you're doing it like that. But they never say no. I've never heard anybody say anything like that because they know deep down if they're gonna get mad at you for wearing your boxers, hey, you know what undercover is. You know where they're at. So yeah. That's the truth about prison showers, okay? And there's another thing, man, you know, some showers in prison, they have excellent water pressure. The water's all recycled water and it's hard water on your skin. You sit on that for a long time in the shower, your skin's gonna be like chalk when you get out, okay? You know, some showers are very powerful. Some are not powerful. And I know how to make a prison shower head. That's right. A universal prison shower head that is guaranteed to make any low pressure shower into a high pressure dynamic wash. Trust me, man. I'm gonna put that in another one of my MacGyver videos. I'm gonna try to figure out a few things that I used to make that made life easier that I haven't showed you already, and that's gonna be one of them. Anyway, so that's the truth about prison showers, my friends. You know, you can try to harm my integrity, whatever you want, but I've seen it all, man. I've been to low, I've been to high, I've done it all. You know, only thing I haven't done is time outside of Virginia. And that's where I respect everyone's opinion because the West, the up north, and the deep south have totally different ways of doing things, man. Especially when it comes to making prison meals. God, I've learned so many prison meal names, man. Swole, break, dope, brick. All kinds of names. It's ridiculous. Anyways, man, I hope y'all enjoyed this episode of the realest prison YouTube channel out there, man. I'll tell you what, I'll keep it 100 no matter what. And I hope y'all been enjoying all the different content when it comes to cooking, vlogs, and all that stuff. I'm going to keep you on y'all's toes, man. I promise you that. I promise that I will be making all kinds of new content for y'all too. You'll never know what I'm going to be making, man. So just go ahead and hit that like and subscribe button if you haven't done it already, man. Because I got something for everybody's needs, okay? I'll make you feel warm and fuzzy inside from love of the family. You know, back to the penitentiary game, lockdown, 23-1.